Alright, so, new episode. Haven't gotten any of the stuff done I wanted to do between episodes, but I made a handful of mistakes. Most important is I let the battery on this thing drain down completely. Probably when it was connected here. I think the battery on there was powering the smelter. So I started building more of those, but then I ran out of power. I managed to build a seat right here just in time. I guess I did have some health. I recuperated a little bit of health. I let myself sit there for a little while. But I am going to build this first. Now the problem is going to be girders and solar cells. So solar cells need glass, and so I was looking on the guide to help through this mod. So the solar cells need glass and the girders need extruders. The solar cells, so glass needs the, I can't remember what it's called. Let's take a look. So there is production blocks. No, not the cement kiln. I think it's the ceramic factory. Yeah, or ceramics furnace. And then I'm also going to need a fabricator. So I need these two and the extruder right here. All of these contain stuff I can already build. So I wanted to do that stuff on the inside. But then I also ran into a problem. And when I was deconstructing the piston, because there was a problem with it, I accidentally ground off the landing gear. And now these are on the ground. So I might have to, if I can't figure out a way to pick them back up, I'm going to have to rebuild them. And because I also am playing with AwwScrap, that is a lot of waste. Makes me a little bit sad. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to build those three things right here. The three pieces that I was talking about. I also researched the cement kiln. There's nothing in that I can't build. I can build this. It's huge though. I mean, it's not that terribly expensive. It's not exactly cheap either. But I don't want to be rebuilding all of this stuff like 3 times. So I'm probably going to wait on the cement kiln and just opt for those other 3 things. And I'm going to put them right here on this side, as conveniently located as possible. Maybe even like down here somehow. But yeah, I'll bring you back when I got at least some of that done. Hopefully all of it. Like usual, I was overthinking things, trying to do all kinds of funny stuff, including including building stuff I didn't need to build and whatnot. And it was this simple. Right there. It was that simple. I was just now able to recharge. And now I'm going to put the battery in recharge. Battery. Recharge. And it says fully recharged in 24 minutes. That's awesome. So I wasn't able to, so I started building these. I got the extruder and the fabricator, and I almost got this thing built, but it needs 10 metal grids, and metal grids need cobalt. So yeah, not much I can do there. After I get that thing recharged, I will go for a little drive and see if we can find it. I picked up a couple of different unknown singles. I'm probably going to leave that one. And I did find some iron over there because I walked all the way over to where that iron was. And then there was this horrible storm and I died 3 times and I had to teleport myself to here and oh, it was a mess. But now I should be somewhat safe. I shut this off for production, so this won't be producing stuff anymore. I think that so if we go here and we go to survival kit, yeah, so there, the production queue is off and it will remain off likely indefinitely. Now what I do want to do though is I want to see if I am able to pick this back up without having to rebuild all these, because kinda stinks that I broke it. One thing I would like to do is add a second piston in. So either way that's going to happen, but I need to figure out how am I going to pick this up. I might just take and, depending on how many metal plates I have, and see how far this is off. So it might actually work right there. That might be close enough for the rotor to just pick it up. So I'm gonna see about that. Hopefully it works. Well, that worked. Not too bad. It broke a couple of these. Lost some steel plates, but I can handle that. Yeah. So I can handle that. I am 100% okay with losing a few steel plates, and I need to figure out, I guess that's what that little thing was, wasn't it? If we go back to here, oh, I don't have any steel plates. Alright, let's build a way to get up there. And nope, not that way, this way. There, there. There we go. Okay. All right. Making progress. Gonna get some of this welded up. Probably going to weld this piston. Move this forward. Although I think we need to add the other drills on before we can do that. What I want to do is I want to add in another piston. That would be a really good thing. And I also want to go after that unknown signal. Whoops. I think that's going to be a little bit too far on foot, and this is still not charged enough. Yep, we're going to have to just wait. Okay. Let's keep going with this. Alright, well, I have been searching all over the place and I finally found some cobalt. You can take a look at my GPS coordinates here. We got all of these that we found. Lots of oil sand, which is kind of nice. Couple of irons, some lithium. Very happy to see that. For now, I'm gonna shut off the cobalt. I have all of them shut off actually. There's one more resource that I had flown up in the air. Let me see, not that way. It should be roughly that direction. I think we're gonna go after the unknown signal though I don't have any inventory space. Let me see. How much? Yeah, okay. So we'll go for the unknown signal, and then I'll head back to my base. Eventually I'll set up a bunch of mining sites all over that'll take care of this stuff for me. But, yeah, I started placing the concrete, but I still need to do a lot more drilling for the base. So I'll see you when I get back. Alright, wow. This is one heck of a grind. Building all of these things and pushing it in, and I had to build an assembler because there's one assembler higher because this thing was out of battery. Apparently it's still out of battery even though it sat an entire day in the sun. I'm confused by that. I don't understand. Hopefully I don't have any issues in the next while it's dark. So I needed the assembler to build the solar cells for this. So I just dropped all of those things. So I pushed them way out, and then I brought it back, dragging, cutting into the roof a little bit so that it's a little bit taller. I was gonna go wider, but seriously, this took hours and hours and hours, and I'm not going to do that many more hours. What I'm thinking is I'm going to place a rotor like right here. Oh, I need steel plates. I don't have steel plates. Excellent, there's steel plates. So I'm gonna place a rotor like right here, and then there's gonna be a block on top of the rotor with a couple other blocks that will, the purpose is to lift this back up, rotate it 90 degrees, and then push into the mountain. So actually I'm probably going to want this to be back here, not up here. So that I can use a piston to push in. So the goal here is, I do have a little bit of fuel. I don't have a lot. There we go. Might still be, because a piston is 2 blocks, and then a rotor is a third, and I think I need one for space, because they don't let you go too close. So we go there, and then there's a piston. And after the piston, we have to put, has to be an advanced rotor. And then that. Okay. I'm going to get this welded up. And hopefully this works at least half as well as I want it to. Okay, I just added on what I think will be the last time to the drilling rig. I went a little bit too far. I think we're going to have to pull this back to maybe 2.2 and then hit reverse. And then reverse again. There we go. It's not completely lined up, but I bet it's close enough if we find that rotor. Let me see. And that's just a regular rotor, it's not an advanced rotor. Attach? Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So now we can remove that. Let's rotate that rotor, because I bet it's not at which one is it? Is it this one? I bet it's this one. And we want to rotate it positive to bring it to 180. And apparently it's too heavy. That rotor there is a problem. But I didn't want to have to rebuild those pistons, which is why I did it the way I did. Because I added in this piston. I just didn't expect... I thought I'd be able to pick it up. What if I do share inertia tensor? Too far. Okay, that was the whole problem the whole time. Okay, so I'm pulling it back a little bit now. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna rotate it now. This way. And then I'll probably have to retract these all the way and probably have to dig this right here by hand. I could try one more thing. Is it going to make it through this? I have a feeling it's going to get stuck right here. There we go. Okay, let's go recharge. All right. Well, I think this is going to conclude the episode. You can see I've been planning out the floor. There was a clip during the time lapse. You might have saw a large cargo container and a couple other things in place, but I'm not, and I haven't moved the other equipment that I was going to move, but right now I'm just running down. I got to grab some more concrete, and since my rover is charged up again, I feel a little bit better about doing that, using it to grab stuff. I do see that there's that piston in the front that's busted. I just haven't gotten to fix it yet. So the concrete, it's the concrete kiln is, it only, first it uses a lot of power, and but it doesn't use as much gravel as I was hoping it would use. It's kind of a 1-for-1 on the gravel for concrete, and like the blocks only use like 20. Oh, it's starting to lightning. It only uses 20 concrete per block, so I'm actually not really using that much in my build. But this thing, it uses so much power. Like, I struggled for a little bit. The only time it would produce concrete was when it was storming. So I went and I added in that second tower over there, and that was definitely a good thing. It's just connected with individual steel plates, and I do need to weld them up and probably use concrete to do so, but I just haven't gotten there. I just haven't gotten to the concrete yet. Yeah, so anyways, like I said, this is going to conclude the episode. Hopefully I can get up there without getting struck again. Hopefully it doesn't do anything to destroy the rover. As soon as I saw that first lightning strike, I should have probably jumped in the rover and took off, but I don't know. For some reason I thought I could make it. Please, whatever you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like, comment. I would just, it would mean so much to me for you to do that.